Welcome back, everybody. We're here for episode not 73. Damn, I'm time traveling. We're here for 63. I got lost. We're here for episode 63. Myself, which is Wyatt, and my co-host here, Justin. The same people it's been for the first 62. The first 62 plus one, actually. Yeah, if you guys didn't see it, it was a blast. It was a real fun time. We hosted our first little side show. It's longer than any of our podcasts have ever been, by the way.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. We referred to it as Fight Night because we watched UFC 326.
Yeah.
And it was a blast. It was a really fun time. I was fresh off a bar crawl, so I was, two sheets to the wind. It was much less filtered than this show is. It was hilarious. We saw a good handful of people get kicked in their penises. So, unfortunately, we don't have the video of it, but you can listen to us talk and react to the whole ordeal. And you should have a good time. We had a good time. It was very fun.
Yeah, it is. It's what I would consider the most raw and unfiltered that you can really get, because that's as inappropriate as we would get, and also as unfiltered as we would get in real life.
Yeah.
Because we were just no editing. We were just listening and talking, and it spread out. It was a good time, dude. Like you were saying, that was actually one of the things I was going to talk about. That was just a good Saturday. So yeah, we can get into that. But
yeah, so if you haven't seen it and you want to, go check it out. Now, we don't have video of the fight on there because we weren't too sure of the legality and YouTube restrictions. But we will look into it, and if we can, in the future ones, there will be some video to go along with it.
Yes.
This thing, as of right now, won't be on any set schedule. It'll just kind of be when we can and want to do it. But when we will do it, it will be fun and hopefully hilarious. I know this one was hilarious because the very first thing that we talked about was Cody Garbrandt getting kicked in his nutsack and thrown up in a bucket, which was the first thing I saw.
Yeah.
I turned the stream on and he was puking in a bucket. I said, "Oh, he's starting off hot."
And we did indeed. That was rough for him. Funny for us.
Yeah. Old Cody Garbrandt. He got 3 of them, right?
Yeah, he took two feet and then a knee to the groin, and direct contact every time, unfortunately. Now, because of that, he did get a win, because he would have lost fully without it. But
oh yeah, he lost. Yeah, he gained, or he didn't gain anything. His opponent lost points, multiple points, and he won because of those lost points.
And if you don't know what that means, you get a point for winning a round, and if you've only got a 3-round fight, you get do you get 10 per round? So that's how close.
Around, and you get,
did he?
So his opponent that round, just from kicking him in his nuts, got knocked down to at least 8. Which, if he lost that round anyway, then I believe he would have had 9, and that would have knocked him down to 7.
Yeah.
But either way, Cody Garbrandt won. He sacrificed his testicles, but he won that fight.
Yeah, he definitely did not get Fight of the Night bonus. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if many of them really deserved the Fight of the Night. If anybody did, it would have been, Ground Game. You know that, that I'm blanking on the dude's name. He's funny face. Shit. I feel so rude.
Oh, Rosas was his last name.
Yes.
I forget his first name. What was his first name? Was it?
I don't know. That's all we were calling him. I was just calling people by their last name because that's what was on the card.
Yeah, let me see. I believe I know what it is, but I don't want to guess.
Yeah.
And then sound racist. Is Raul. Yeah. I was going to guess some other random Hispanic name.
Honestly, I don't think it could have been more racist because Raul's that gets there. So good for you.
I was gonna say Miguel, but now I remember why I was gonna say Miguel, because I believe there is an MLB player whose name is Miguel Rojas. So close.
That sounds familiar, but also it just sounds like that name would work. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that thing was sweet, and we do get sidetracked a lot. That's because some of the fights started to lull off. It wasn't the best night of fights, but we made the most of it. There was some good conversation. It was extremely unfiltered. It was hilarious. Whenever we did talk about the fights, it got funnier.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked how it went. I thought the random conversations in between made it feel more than just more stagnant than what the night actually was in terms of the fights, you know.
Yeah, because if we were to sit there and talk about those fights that whole time without like video on them, it would have died about halfway through.
Yeah. I would have actually edited the whole thing, and we would have cut out probably half of the time, if not
Yeah,
more.
yeah, probably. Yeah, it went about 3 hours and some change. I'd say if we had talked strictly about the fights, we would have had to cut out an hour.
Yeah, minimum probably, because there was also a brief time period that we lost signal.
There was, yeah.
That was funny. I clicked on that part. I listened to a lot of it, but I clicked on that part and I was like, that's funny. We commented. We were like, man, yeah. Well, looks like we didn't miss anything. Same thing as usual. And then it turns out that was the one portion of the fight where there was actually interesting things to happen.
Yeah, dude. There was that knockdown. He stung that dude. It was like the only interesting part of the whole fight, and it just cut off in the middle of. It cut off between rounds, but it stayed off for half of a round.
Yeah.
And when I say we, like, it wasn't just us. Like, I checked social media in the middle of the thing. The stream cut out.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Which I assume so, because Wyatt is about 3 hours north of me right now, and both of ours cut out at the same time. So that is... I figured it was something with Paramount itself. Probably just crashing with the amount of people trying to watch, but...
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it was damn sure a good time. There will be more of them. They won't be on any set schedule. They'll just kind of be a thing that we do, and then whenever we do it, we'll let everybody know that we did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would highly advise if any of the rest of them are like the first one, then you want to watch those because they were a hoot.
And I was thinking about it afterwards, dude. I think that we need to push, I like the Fight Night series, but I like just having the special random episodes. So we need to do the same thing for, big sporting events and stuff if we're actually paying attention and into them and whatnot,
Yeah.
Because I think our commentary on anything that we actually know what we're talking about can be pretty accurate and funny at the same time. So it's good watch, good listen.
It helped that there were numerous kicks and knees to penises. That really
yeah,
a lot.
Really helped us know what we were talking about.
Yeah, especially in the later fight, like on the main card, whenever a dude got kicked in his nuts, and then he went over to the corner and started adjusting his cup vigorously.
Yeah. Oh man, I was gonna talk. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about this whenever we were talking about our Fight Night recording. Do you want to guess between? Let me find my numbers. Between, and you can just filter these words out. Shit, ass, and bitch. How many words we said in that 3 hour period? It's a recording record for us. I'll tell you that. It's more than 150.
I said 250. Yeah.
There was 256 F words. There was a total of oh my gosh. 412 between the common four.
Yeah, go to hell, South Park.
Yeah, we had 102 shits, 256 F words. We said ass 47 times, and we only said bitch 11, which means there wasn't that many, but that makes sense because watching fighting, and they're not those things. So, but yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that was a good time though. Be on the lookout for those in the future. They won't be announced because we won't know.
Nah.
We won't know until we do them.
Yeah, until we know that we're both home or available or whatever it is,
We've talked about doing one for a while. I think the first conversation about doing one might have came up around the new year because we had talked about doing the first Paramount event, and then it took 2 months almost, but we got one out because we're adults that obviously don't only do this.
Yeah, we have lives, and it's hard to do other things. Stars got to align for it to be pretty good.
Yeah, and they will align again. It's just a matter of when and where and how, but they will. And
Yep.
we'll keep bringing that little side project to you. It was a damn good time. It was just a little party.
That's all it was. Good little hangout sesh.
And we could. I don't know what your schedule looks like Saturday, but we could potentially do one in person. The card's not as extravagant, but
If I'm home, I'm down. I don't know what I'm doing Saturday night, but that'd be cool.
but be on the lookout for those. They'll be on our YouTube. Are they also on our Spotify? Did you put that on Spotify?
Yeah, I threw it on Spotify
Okay.
too.
Cool.
I figured just throw them out on everything.
Yep.
Why not? Primarily for us too, because I know one day I'll go back and I'll be like, ah, man, these will be cool to listen to just because they're even more specific. Like, and I'll remember that they're unraw and filtered, so they'll be like real memory clips, you know.
Yeah.
Just something for us more than anything. But as this all is,
Yeah. That's true.
cool. I love that. That's what I had. UFC. That already knocking stuff off of it. Yep, Fight Night Fun. Go check that out. I want to talk about last week, dude. Me and Faith, even though I was sick, went up to your neck of the woods and went and saw 3 Days Grace concert.
Oh yeah, I don't think I asked you about that the other night.
No, you asked me if it was good. You checked in to see if it was good, and then I figured we were saving it for the podcast. But all right, I'll just start out first. We stayed in this hotel called the Even Hotel, 8-minute walk to PPG, so that's awesome. First hotel I've ever been in my life where the lobby is on the 5th floor.
Yeah, that's wild.
Really stupid, but it was actually kind of cool in the same sense, but it was dumb. But very convenient. But PPG Arena, that place is sick. That's cool. I really like it. Way better than the other sporting arenas around. Now back to the main reason, though, the concert, dude. Oh my gosh, that was easily the best concert I've ever been. Which I've only been to a couple, but that was the best concert I've ever been to. That was from start to finish, freaking amazing. The first band that opened up for him was the Funeral Portraits, and I don't know if anybody knows who they are, but you should absolutely look them up and download a lot of their music because it is fantastic. Like, such great performers and singers and just musicians in general, and then people, like, they were so thankful to be like where they were, and I guess we were one of the biggest crowds on tour that they've done, that the band's done, and they were just super thankful to see it all, and they were like, catch us outside for the rest of the night. They just walked around PPG and was signing shit and getting pictures with fans the whole rest of the show. So it was sick. It was just a cool way to kick it off, you know.
Yeah.
I forget who the second band was. They were just hardcore, like, screamo rock, which was cool and everything. But for me, I want to hear what you're saying, and I truly could not understand anything because it was just Hungarian throat songs. Like, it was just deep, just deep throating a big one. But it's still cool. It was still cool. And then obviously the headline, 3 Days Grace, freaking, oh my gosh, dude, I cannot, I could send pictures and videos, and I can't wait till we're in person because I'll just play videos so you can hear it. Yeah. Way better in person than even on their, like, finished albums and stuff. Did not disappoint one bit. It was just all around an absolutely amazing show. They did the same thing, was loving people. After every song, they were throwing their guitar picks to people. Every band walked around. All the lead singers ended up, like, while they were singing, walking around into the pit and around people and giving people in the stands high fives and stuff.
That's pretty cool. Did they do any, like, older songs? Cause
they did.
Did they do older songs? Yeah, they probably sounded different because they have a new singer now than they used to.
Yeah, so they did all of their so both their lead singers, they did the first ones that each of them were, which one of them helped start the band or whatever, but then he left for a bit. But
okay. So they had both of them there. That's really
yeah,
cool.
no, they were both there, and they did all their hits, all the band's main hits. Like the fact that I knew more than half the songs showed me, like, holy cow, like they're they were playing the right ones, because me and music, it's got to be really specific to know it. It was just such a hit, and it was a true rock concert because every single band that played made people form a circle, and they did a mosh pit, and then they started. They started being a little bit rougher. They were having everybody, like, there was people surfing during every one of the songs, like crowd surfing and stuff. Nobody got hurt. It was just super cool. It's such a great experience.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I'm glad it went well, dude. Yeah, I don't have much to recap on last week other than the bar crawl, which I think I recapped on Saturday night.
Yeah.
But now that I'm less hammered, I can probably describe more of it. Well, first off, I did my physical for my work. Woo! That shit was rough, dude. Like, the actual normal health doctor physical was fine, but then they make you do, like, a lift test, and, like, it was seriously just, like, 15 minutes of drill instructions. Like, straight, like, no break. The only break you got was whenever they told you what you were doing next, and that took about 5 seconds. I was winded. I got done, and I was like, I gotta quit vaping. I have to. It was brutal. Not even because, like, I'm not gonna be doing that kind of. I mean, I will be doing that stuff. That's why they made me do it. But I'm not gonna be doing it all in a row like that with no break on the work site. But so it's not gonna be nearly as
strenuous.
Yeah, it's not gonna be pure hell like it was, because it was just 15. Well, it was about 5 minutes of easy stuff, then 10 minutes of hell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it wasn't. It's not even like, oh, I'm worried about having to do that in the future. It's just like, wow, I didn't realize how god awful my lungs are. And
yeah.
I don't like this. And then I got done. I met Jocelyn and her dad and her dad's girlfriend for the New Kensington St. Patrick's Day bar crawl, which was sweet. That was a really good time. It was just they went to 6 bars. We only made it to 4 because they do 6 bars in 4 hours. The thing's only from 2 to 6, so you only really have time to, like, pop in, get a drink, leave. But we hung out at. We didn't hang out at very many bars. We hung out at 2, and then just bounced around to the other 2 to get around to as many as we could. And then we couldn't get around to all of them. Some dickhead pulled the emergency exit thing, so our bus, like, stopped, and we had to sit there and wait.
What did they do?
20 minutes until they got it fixed.
What do they do? It used to be you just release the emergency. You just literally set it down, and then the bus driver has to release the brake.
They did the roof thing.
The hatch?
The roof hatch, yeah, and they couldn't get it closed.
Oh, that's why, because they're idiots and can't get it. I was going to say, that's even simpler. That one literally just, on the old buses, I know when we were in school, because they used to pop it for air and stuff, if it had to aerate, if people puked and stuff. So you just hear the little beeping.
They pulled, like, the lever. They pulled, like, the lever that swung the whole thing open.
Yeah. Dummies.
And
that makes sense then. Sorry.
Yeah, we rode around on an actual school bus, which was sweet.
It was
really
cool.
weird it was really weird to get on a school bus with an alcoholic drink in my hand. I was like, whoa, I'm breaking rules, but yeah, no, they didn't care. Yeah, it was a damn good time. Whenever we got done and got back to the bar that we started at, because that's where Jocelyn's dad's truck was, there was some dude sitting next to us in the bus that was about to die. And I actually saw a picture of him. Jocelyn showed me yesterday. I don't know whose social media it was on, so I wish I could tell people where to look. But I won't tell you what guy to look for, even if I did know. But it was a guy that was like, he was wearing a green shirt because it was St. Patrick's Day, and it said, like, New Kensington Drinking Team or something like that. And I'm like, buddy, I saw you on the bus. Like, if this drinking team's a real thing, you ain't cut out for it, brother.
Yeah.
Like, you were about to die. I saw you. You were somewhere else hanging on for dear life. Not to mention, I went into the bathroom when we got off the bus, and you were pissing all over the floor. So,
oh, man. Okay. See, I was about to say, that would be me just because I know. But also no, because I wouldn't let myself get to that point. That's like
He was gone, dude. And Jocelyn's dad was like not yelling at him, but he was like scolding him in the bathroom like an old man would. He was like, "This dude's pissing all over the toilet seat and the floor." He's like, "What are you doing? Like, other people use this bathroom. What if somebody's got to come in here and shit?"
Guilt tripping.
That guy was like so gone that he wasn't even saying anything. He was just like swaying back and forth like,
Yeah, see, I'm not a super lightweight, but I'm still a lightweight when it comes to drinking for the most part, especially compared to people at bars. But just drink slower. Just drink slower. Like, you can still last the entire night. Just enjoy your time. Also, there's a very fine line. Like, there's only a 1 or 2 drink difference between feeling absolutely amazing and then being that guy. So, like, find what your line is and do not cross it. Because that's funny that it was just... How many people were around and saw him like that?
How many people saw him that drunk, or how many people saw him pissing on the floor?
Just that drunk in general.
The whole bus.
Oh, okay. See, that's embarrassing. Then, yeah, it's bad.
He wasn't like sloppy, drunk, belligerent. He wasn't even saying anything, but he was like, you could see it.
Yeah.
He was as pale as a piece of paper, and he was just sitting there like.
So he was fighting it. He was having a hard time.
Like,
he was trying to compose himself. Real heavy. Well,
we got to our last stop, and then Jocelyn was like, "All right, go before the crowd goes." And I said, "No, this guy's going first." I said, "Because I'm not going to stand up and this going to puke on me." I was like, "This guy's going first. I'm not doing this."
Well, honestly, not just for your sake. That's for everybody on the bus's sake. At that point, like that dude needs air. He does not need to be on a crowded bus. That's beyond the point that I was even thinking. Because you can be like, shit pissing drunk, but when you're that drunk, it's a matter of time till you blow up.
Yeah. I will give him some credit. He was very responsible, because the only words that I did hear him say were a phone call telling his ride where he would be. Good.
You know what? That means that he knew that he f***ed up, probably. That's all that was. He was.
Yep.
So props to you, dude. That's all it is. I have no complaints on him whatsoever. Then he knows. He probably felt really shitty the next day.
Oh yeah, he probably felt miserable. He probably felt miserable that day. I mean, shit, that thing was only from 2 to 6. We just stayed out a little later. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I got home at 9. We went back to one of the breweries that was like right down the road from Jocelyn's dad's house.
Yeah, he probably.
I was responsible too. I left my car at his house.
He probably did not make it till even 10 without blowing. Yeah.
No, I don't think he made it to 8. I think he probably got in whatever car was taking him home, and he probably had to either have them or pull over, or he puked in the car.
Yeah.
Because he was fighting for his life. But yeah, that was a really good time. I want to do it next year. I want to make it a tradition. It was a blast. What I really want to do, whenever I make some more money and we do it next year, is go to the downtown Pittsburgh.
That's this weekend. I just saw ads for it.
That is this weekend. Jocelyn wanted to go to it, and I was like, I said I spent too much money drinking. I don't have the spare money to go. I'm about to do 3 weeks of unpaid training. Like, I can't do that. I'd like to, but I can't. And bars down there are more expensive too. Like bars downtown, they just are. They're just more expensive than where we go. So I don't really have the means to go do that. And also get home, because we're gonna have to Uber home or whatever. Like, I'm just not gonna burn through all my money like that. As much as I'd like to go, I'm not going to. So, but next year it is on the plans, as long as I'm not swamped up to my neck in work.
Yep. Well, that'll be good.
Yeah, that shit was fun. Yeah, and then the second that I got done, I got home and we recorded our first fight night show and watched people's scrotums just get annihilated.
Yes. Oh, it's about the only interesting thing that happened besides the racist fight.
And it was only the fights that Herb Dean officiated too.
That got hurt in that way, yeah.
Because I remember mentioning that. That was one of our shits. I said, Herb Dean's sick of this shit.
Yeah, because we were paying attention to it. Because he didn't he didn't officiate the last one, and I was like, yep, it really just was his for the night. That's so funny. Man, that was a good time. I'm good on it.
Yeah, Saturday was a whole good day, other than where I almost died doing my physical. But yeah, at least I didn't almost die later in the day like that guy did on the bus.
Yeah, you made it all the way through. You were fine.
Yeah, I was perfectly fine. I mean, I was hammered, but I wasn't. I never got anywhere close to sick.
Yeah.
I ended up staying up till like 4 in the morning.
Holy cow.
That was good, yeah.
I freaking, I don't like PGA. PGA's whatever. The difference between playing super easy and trying to play like medium is way too hard for me. I suck balls on it.
Yeah.
The difference.
Games are always like that, dude. It's so frustrating.
It's really frustrating for me. I've given it so many times, and it just makes no difference. It makes no sense how their skill level, how you have 6 different options, but yet the difference between it doing everything for you and you doing a little bit is the entire game, actually. Like,
yeah, you either win every tournament or you don't make the cut.
Nope. And and that's how it is for me. I went from winning every tournament to playing average whenever I like first started doing it, but now that I've been doing it all myself, I don't know why, even whenever everything's perfect, it's a terrible shot, and like I'm terrible with the wedges. It's just frustrating. But so screw PGA, even though I like it, and I probably still will play it, unfortunately. But
So I'll play it when I get done.
Maybe, yeah. Screw it. Sunday, I went and walked the course here at Glenville since it was so nice out Sunday morning, and played 9 holes and did terrible. But my gosh, I think I shot 14 over 3-9. So, yep, not good at all, but it was a dang good time, and there was a fair amount of shots that were just really good. I just sucked at putting, as per usual, plus long winter, so haven't putted in a while, but a lot of fun, actually. I was kind of getting, I guess because of how long of a break, I was telling Faith this, I was like, I just don't know about golf anymore, and then I get out there just walking the 9, and I'm like, no, this is such a peaceful day. This is so awesome. Yes, I can't wait to continue to do this. So it's got me excited. I got my, I signed up for the West Virginia Golf Association card this year. So I just got my card in, my booklet in, and so I can go online and I can input my scores and stuff, my official scores, and after so many times I'll get a handicap. I don't care about that, but what you do get with your membership is a discount to like almost every course in the state, and it gives you a booklet that they like stamp and fill out, and it gives you your day rates and times, so you know when to go and when to get the good prices, and so it pretty much saves me on some of a membership, and it's just cool. Makes me a little more of an official golfer.
Hell yeah. Well, since you're talking about memberships and getting things, this is a good transition into this, dude. So I get home. I don't check my mail very often. I'm guilty of that. So I get home thinking, oh shit, I'm going to have a late water bill or something that I forgot to pay. I'm going to end up owing somebody $1 bajillion. Who knows? I might have got summoned for jury duty 2 months ago and I didn't know it. Nope. None of that bad stuff. All good stuff. And the best of the stuff was this. I got sent this from Zen. From the Zen Rewards people, because I signed up for the rewards program a little bit ago. And they sent me this cool thing, and I thought, oh, this is just going to be some big-ass letter with some, just on nicer paper or whatever. I was wrong. So I opened it up here, and it's in another larger Zen Rewards.
Nice.
Here.
I like the branded.
But on the inside, oh, this is cool. On the inside first, before I show you what they sent me. Apparently, with your rewards points, you can get this Zen metal can to put your plastic cans in. So you don't break them, I guess. But the cooler thing is they gave me a bottle opener.
Huh.
They gave me this big ass, and this thing's hefty too, man. Like, I didn't take it out yet.
Heck
Says
yeah!
free your bev. But yeah, this is a nice like high quality sturdy ass bottle opener. And had I known that this was going to be in my mailbox when I got home, I would have stopped and got a few bottles that weren't twist offs, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't prepared, but
That's awesome, dude. That has me excited. I'm on the Zen Rewards as of 2 weeks ago. How long have you been on the rewards?
a couple months. I also
Good.
don't know when I don't
That's
know
all
when
that
this was
matters.
sent to me because I don't check my mail often enough. This could have been sitting in the mailbox for a month. I
I,
have no clue.
I figure after about 3 months, maybe I hope they send. That's awesome. Zen, shout out to you guys. I'm gonna shit on you a little bit in a review later, but very good on you. That's a good company that's caring about. Honestly, it's just good marketing. You understand what people like. You're going back to the old Marlboro days. Send us a freaking booklet of all the jackets and shit we can buy, and then we'll deck out our kids in Zen products for school.
Yeah, can Zen send me a big Zen Marlboro style jacket? Like,
And a
I'll wear
backpack.
it.
I want a backpack that just has Zen all over it.
Yeah. Well, because of their kind gesture, I'm about to hear on camera. This is not for the kids. Yeah, if you're under 21, don't do this. But if you're 21 or over, especially if you have a tobacco problem, you should use these.
You really should. That's what I've got today. I've tried about every kind. I'm going to give an early review. Their wintergreen needs to be amped up to about Copenhagen level strength. It is pretty weak.
I don't like their wintergreen. Yeah, the flavor's good, but like you said, it is weak as shit.
It's
yeah.
weak, and I want snuff tasting because I like snuff, or I like the taste of snuff now. I don't like tobacco. But I got 5 cans for $12, and it's not bad. I like the size of the pouches, so not bad. I'm gonna give them a 5 overall. Not a bad early thing, and I'm gonna bump you up to a 7.5 because you get 2.5 more points for sending Wyatt that awesome bottle opener, and really just setting yourselves up to be winners with such a great rewards program set up. So that's cool. Shout out to you guys, and if you want to be a sponsor of our podcast, just let us know.
That'd be sweet.
We'll make that work. It's just about it. We'll make it work. We can talk to the people in charge, and I think we can convince them.
I think you might be right. Yeah, I gotta make sure I scan this so I can get more rewards points. Yeah, dude, their rewards program is actually nuts. Like they have shit on there. Like you can get like an iPad, but it costs a shitload of points.
Yeah.
It costs a ton of points. It's like 10,000. I think a can's like 125. So it'd take you a minute, but.
Well, look at me. I'm going to go be good and sign into my account while we talk about stuff. Because, this is... what's really interesting about this is that if you look at the ingredients that are within it, it's nicotine salt and other food-grade ingredients. Why are they not disclosing what the other food-grade ingredients are?
That's a good question.
I'm very curious as to how that's happening. Oh well, it is what it is.
Question.
Just curious. You guys can fix that, or you can sponsor our podcast, and I'll stop asking questions.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a private PI. I'm a PI for private people. So.
You're a private investigator. I love it.
Yep, we'll keep looking into you. I'm a PPI, and if a PPI needs me, then I'm a PPPI. So, and I can just keep going on and on because classifications are nothing to me.
All the P's you need to add to it.
Yeah, I can be as private as you want or as open as you want. But I'll get to the bottom of it, or I'll completely ignore the situation and promote cancer. It really depends on what you want to do and how you want to go about it, okay?
Dude, private investigator is a wild job that doesn't make any sense that it's real because all you are is just a stalker.
Yep, you're a legal stalker. You just got permission from the local government to stalk people, and as long as you report that information to other people that happen to know them, it's okay.
Yeah. I remember I asked Jocelyn that the other day because we watched some video and it was somebody hired a private investigator to do something or another, and I said, "How is that a job?" I said, "Is that not just stalking?" She said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. That's really good. analogy for it. I never really looked at it that way, but as soon as
Yeah,
you
that's
said it,
exactly what it is.
all those bubbles just connected once you said it. Like, I could ramble on about it. It 100% is. That's just a good analogy for it.
It's like the bounty hunter people. Like that's a real thing too. Like the people that go down. Like if you skip court or whatever, they get permission from like your bail bondsman to go
Hunt you down.
to hunt you down and take
Yeah.
you in. Like my mom watches a bunch of those bounty hunter videos, and I'm like, how the hell are they allowed to do this shit?
They're just psychopaths that couldn't pass the police test.
That's exactly what it is.
That's all it is. That's all it is. That's okay. We don't need them, but somebody does apparently. Yeah, very ironic.
Now, granted, at least in those videos that she watches, I've never seen them bring in like a good, well put together person. Like,
No, you're never Yeah, no. Good, well-to-do people. Shit. Most bad off people aren't dumb enough to try to skip bail or break out of jail to where the police can't, and also aren't such of little threat that the police are like, let's see if those other guys can do it. Because that's really what it is. They send them after people that, like, the police don't have the time or money to dedicate towards it.
dude, it's so funny too because some of the ones that my mom watches, like the police have rolled up on him. They're like, hey, like what's going on here? And he's like, oh no, I'm like, and he showed him like his papers and stuff that he was legally, like it was his job. Like, and he was like, the cop's just like, oh okay, and he just leaves.
One less thing for me. That's okay. I don't want that paperwork anyways. That's all it is. I'll tell you what, I can't really, I like the shows because I've watched a lot of Dog the Bounty Hunter, man. Like, a lot of it.
Yeah.
But his was also, he was just a personality, bro. His was like a personality watch. More than it was the entertainment of what they were doing. Plus, his daughter was hot, and his wife always had her big boobs out. So, as a little kid, it was like, wow, look at those things. Those are there. Look at those Monster Energy cans. Yeah, those are big Monster Energy cans.
Shout out to the Ring Girls.
Yeah. We love our Monster. Oh, so funny. Golf.
Yeah, I wish I had more material. I burned up 90% of it on Saturday. That's the
Yeah.
bad side of doing the fight night. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to complain about something real quick. You got something in the mail. Well, so did I and everybody else in Glenville. So this right here is a big long letter that you can see, and this is from Glenville Utility. Important information about your drinking water. Our water system violated drinking water monitoring requirements. Even though these were not emergencies, you as our customers have a right to know what happened, and what we did to correct the situation. So it just goes on to tell you that, hey, they forgot to monitor our drinking water for about a 3-year period.
Oh.
Yeah, here's the thing. It is March 10th, 2026. They just delivered these to everybody in Glenville, and the dates that they forgot to monitor them were 2019 to 2022. They waited 4 years to let everybody know that, hey, the drinking water was not safe a couple years ago. We forgot to let you know, but as our customers, we find it important that now that we are out of the legal loophole of being sued, you guys should know that this happened. This has happened. So, poor service on Glenville Utility, and shame on you guys for waiting 4 years to put a simple report together that I could have written with minimal information.
Yeah.
Very, very sad. So, whatever. That's just stupid. Also, as somebody that did water sampling, it's very easy to do water sampling. Guess what you have to do? You have to fill up about 4 different vials up to a different height from 4 to 5 different outputs within a quarter-mile radius. So within town, they maybe would have had to spend a day total doing water samples. Then they would have had to fill out a couple pieces of paper and meet a lab analysis carrier to just drop them off, and they would have gotten the reports back in a week. they just failed their job and didn't do anything, and I just find it completely unacceptable and bullshit. It makes no sense if you're the water company. How you don't
It really does, especially their water company. What all do you have to do?
Yeah.
It's not a big place.
Makes no sense. And you only test outlets. So you're only going around to like river outlets and to city outlets where water just flows out and testing that. You're not testing taps. So even more or even less of an excuse to be like, we didn't have the time. You absolutely have the time to go around and bother nobody and to test some water. It's not an inconvenience. So that's just dumb and not as cool as your mail, but still something to complain about on here.
Yeah, I've still been drinking that water.
Me too.
It's better than mine.
Well, now it's okay. They've been testing it since 2023, so it's been clear. But you know, back 2019 to 2022, you shouldn't have.
Oh, I drank it then too.
Yeah, I did too. That's what I told Faith, and I was like, "Well, didn't hurt me."
Yeah, because I moved to Pittsburgh, and if you ever try to drink tap water up here, it sucks. You have to get I have a big ass Brita pitcher and filter in my fridge that thankfully has saved my life.
That's so funny. Faith grew up on like bottled and filtered water, so she has to do that for town. She can't do any sort of city or tap water.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah.
I've been on bottled water for years since I moved here, but we finally we started drinking a lot of water, and we got really tired of buying it.
Yeah.
So we went and got the pitcher, which we're about due for a new filter. We need to take care of that probably this week or next week, but still buying a filter every 2 months. Shit, we used to buy a case of water is $4 or $5 around here.
Mm-hmm.
We do that twice a week. So
yeah, that's how we are.
And I think a filter is one filter is $12 to $15 or something like that, and then you can get a 2 or 3 pack for $30.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the long run, it's definitely cheaper.
And it builds a good reputation of just filling up water, just doing something repeatedly, you know. But that is also a pain because there are those times that you just don't fill it up, and then you go to get some and it's out, and you're like, now I have to wait 30 seconds so that it filters through, and then I do that plenty too.
I hammer on my filtered water though. I like it because we never put the cases in the fridge. We would just drink room temperature water. Well, the pitcher goes in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then I put it in this big ass Yeti cup, and it stays cold for a year.
Yeah. I just in the past few months got in the habit of, we put our case of water in a little cabinet right beside the fridge, but I always slid it open and throw a couple cold ones in the fridge so that, depending on what I want, sometimes I'm just lazy and I don't care, but if you're outside or just breaking a sweat at all, nice cold water, you can't beat that.
Yeah. My dumbass would put them in the freezer because I'm like, okay, I want them to be cold soon, and then I'd forget them in there, and then all of a sudden I'd have this big
icicle
lethal weapon in my freezer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at me knocking shit off. Hell yeah. Everybody watch out. Either today or tomorrow, a NASA satellite is going to crash into Earth.
Sweet.
Yeah. It ain't. According to NASA, you've got a 1 in 4,200 chance to get hit with it, so we're good.
You got a better chance of getting hit with that thing than winning the lottery.
Yeah, getting hit with that thing is a 0.02%, so I think lottery's way low. That's in the millions. It's like 0.0000 some shit. So yeah, but it's supposed to burn up. Most of it should burn up. But right now it weighs 1,300 pounds, so we'll see. Yeah. But if something happens...
If worse comes to worse, I can always intervene. I don't know how I'm going to, but I could.
I think you just think about it hard enough and it'll stop it.
That's true.
I'll come back next week. I will thank you if we're back recording another episode.
The good news is, if it falls and hits you in the penis a couple times, they'll deduct points and you'll win.
Yeah, that would be a nice payday. I hope it's small though. It needs to be, right now it's 13,000 or 1,300 pounds. I need it to be about 170. If it's any higher, I'm probably going to get taken out with it. I don't want another kid yet, but I do want another kid. I just opened this without finishing this one.
Nice.
Corrected that. That was dumb. Oh, goodness. Well, Wyatt, I think I was watching some... So, it's really funny. My YouTube is split up between finance, silver, and golf. But I only within that, I was watching this golf channel, and they played this Chuck Mulligan's game. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay, so before I talk about it, I'm just going to throw it out there. I think it is something that we should play. Whether it's 1 versus 1, or if we are able to get a couple more people, we should do 2 versus 2, just split it up somehow. But Chug Mulligans. So you have your cases of beer, or your beers, depending on how frivolous you may be. But we're just going to do 1 versus 1, because it's easy. So you're playing and I'm playing. You hit a great shot. I have the opportunity to say mulligan, reverse mulligan, and make you hit it again if I chug a beer. I'm allowed to do this 1 time a hole on any shot, aside from green shots. When we're on the green, it's completely fair, legal play. Now, you also have that opportunity. Say you just stripe your drives right, and you're trying to, you think you can do a better one. You can say mulligan, and then drink a beer and get yourself a redo shot. Again, 1 time a hole. So, at max, you have an opportunity to drink 36 beers if you want to make me take one and you take one over an 18 hole. But either way, it's the point is to be strategic with your play and your drinking, as well as your opponents, you know. And I heard them explain this, and I was like, I've got to write this down and remember this thing, because that is such a fun way to just, you know, if we actually had a day to just do nothing, just go out and spend an extra 30 minutes having to chug beers while we're, you know, playing our round and see how it ends up. And I don't know, just fit with the whole our whole what we do in our off time, playing golf.
That would be pretty sweet.
In good weather. I just think it would be. I think so too. I don't think it would end up very good for me. But that's just because, going back to earlier, folks, I can't drink a lot. But it also may end up being the best golf of my life, and I just never remember it. I don't even remember it.
It's true.
Who knows? We might figure out our swings within that, Wyatt. But I thought that would be a great idea. I thought that would just be fun, so I wanted to throw it out to you.
That does sound really cool. Yeah, we should try that. When's the golf course open? Is it open?
It's probably opening now. It wasn't open on Sunday whenever I went, but it's also just now. They usually wait for it to have like a week or two of semi-nice weather at the beginning of the year. And my coworker Joey just took off redid their course cards. They came into us and asked us to redo your scorecards. So we just had to take off a bunch of the old sponsors that they had on there. So I would assume pretty soon, or I would assume that it's opening soon. Had to go slow.
I hope so. It'd be nice if it was open this weekend, because I plan on making a trip this weekend. I'm a little lighter on funds than I normally am, but at the same time, with my training coming up, there's not going to be a point in time until I get to working that it's going to be better. So,
Yeah. That would be great. If they're not open, you should still. I have my push cart. We could just split the clubs up into my bag, and then we just walk the course. I
do that.
I didn't take my. I just walked with my bag there on Friday, but it's just because it was in here. But that would be. It's a nice time to get out, and you actually get exercise within it more than what we usually do, and just fun. It's just fun. That's what I was telling Faith. I enjoyed it a whole lot more than what I thought I did, or I thought I would.
We could hire Tony to be our caddy, and he could.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Caddy. He's a cat.
Our cat.
I know those
Yeah.
are spelled different, but what?
Not in our sense. I was looking
Did I
for
just
Tony.
hear him?
You might have heard a kid.
Oh, maybe. I thought I heard a cat.
I don't know.
Tony heard me talking shit.
There might be one in here only because I was. Well, there's kids downstairs, so they're trying to stay away, and we keep our door closed so that there's not hair in our room. So
Your
I don't
chair
know.
also might have squeaked. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. It could be me. I squeak sometimes. If I get excited. We were talking about golf and drinking. I'm excited.
Man, we've never had a guest appearance from any of my cats. I mean, they don't live here. They're at my mom's house. But, no, Ollie came in one time, didn't he?
Ollie did.
Ollie came in one time, man.
I don't know if Simba did.
No. Well, maybe, dude.
He might have. Yeah, he's been around. Well, we'll see. He'll definitely be making his. Everybody will.
Dude, Ollie's getting old, man. I thought about that today. I looked at a Snapchat memory and said 8 years ago today. I said, shit.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's so.
Like, I know he's still got some gas left in the tank, and he's still got a few years on him. But when the day comes, dude, it's gonna be a bad day. I'm gonna be upset.
But it's also just like, see, I get sad. I've been really fortunate because since I was young, I haven't really had pets of my own. The closest pets that I've had since my actual cats now I would consider were Tyrone and Oreo, and it's just because how long I was around before I even lived with you guys, but then also living with you guys for a few years just made me feel like they were partly mine, you know. I get less sad like hearing that they passed away. It's more whenever I'm around an area that I expect them to pop out and see me when I'm at your mom's that I'm like, oh yeah, man, they're not here anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I love and I think about them, but I don't think about them in a sad way until I'm like, they're supposed to be here, and then I guess that's the fortunate thing of like not having to be in the household that they are in and where all the memories are is you're only reminded about them really not being here when you're there. But man, I as crazy as it is, I don't think I could miss an animal more than I miss Tyrone and Oreo. I think it'll just be equal. It's just a simple love reaches. Love does have bounds, and when you have awesome animals, you're able to find those pretty easily.
Dude, and I loved Oreo to death. Like he was, he was one of the best cats in the world. But there were still some good things about him not being around anymore. Like I remember it took me about a week before I was sitting in my room and I was like, wow, my water's just been sitting there on that thing and nobody's like come in and just knocked it over.
The amount of freaking spit bottles that stupid cat knocked over.
Dude, he knocked over so much shit.
He would have been a gold medal Olympian in the Cat Olympics if that was a category.
Yeah, he knocked over so much shit, dude. I don't understand why he always did it. It was almost like he was just trying to be a prick.
No, well, that's what it was because we all know even fat cats know areas that they can and can't fit, and also know whenever they just want to plop a little bit of weight in areas. And Oreo just chose paths with the most destruction. He was not like, you know what, I could orient this maze like a ninja. Instead, I'm a wrecking ball, and I'm just gonna walk through it. And that's what he did.
He was a little bastard. Well, he wasn't little, but he was a bastard. I love the guy, but Jesus.
He just knew. He was just cocky. That's what it was. He's just cocky.
Yeah.
Just cocky. See, and that's what's really funny. That's why it's the opposite of Tyrone. Tyrone was respectful. Tyrone was one of the most respectful cats I think you could have. While also being loving. Like, he was fully loving and wanted to be around you, but also understood that if you said no, he's like, all right, I'm going to be over here in this corner, though, and just let you know. Yeah, he's just, I love that. Oh, cats are dope.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was awesome. Tyrone was just the man, dude.
Yeah, Ollie's pretty cool. He's a dick, but yeah, I'm gonna miss him one of these days. Hopefully, it's not any day soon. I mean, he's not that old. He's not quite 10. So,
No. And he's in good health.
Yeah, he's still a spry bastard. Like, he gets around no problem.
Yeah.
It also helps that he's not morbidly obese like Oreo was. Like, you get rid of a lot of, like, health complications right then, just not being... It's just like people. You know what I mean? Like, all animals are like people. If you're not ridiculously overweight, like, you're probably going to live longer.
Yep. It just helps your chances.
Oreo was at his most, like, 22 pounds. He was huge. He was such a big-ass cat.
I'm really... See, and that's the... Oh, dude. Yeah, I think Tony's big. Tony's not that. Tony's biggest was probably 18 so far, but now he's fluctuating probably around 15 to 16. So that's
he's
good.
Also just like he's also big, which Oreo was also big, but Oreo wasn't just big; he was fat.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Tony's got a little chunk to him, but he's
a big cat. Yeah,
he's big. Like even if he wasn't fat, like he would still be large.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oreo was round. Oreo was plump. Like you pick him up, and you had. Huge. Yeah,
It took like effort to pick him up. Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing now, is actually just grabbing him off the bed to move him so that we could just lay down and play games or watch games being played or whatever. And that's what you literally picked up his belly with him. Tony's just a regular cat that just forms around your hand when you grab him for the most part. That's a good clarification right there, because there is a difference between the two, you know.
I mean, look at Tyrone. Like, Tyrone was as big as Oreo was, but he wasn't fat. He lived like another 4 years.
He's also black.
That is true.
Black don't crack.
He never cracked until he did. He never cracked until his kidneys failed, and then he cracked all the way.
That's pretty on point.
Yeah.
You know, jokes aside, that actually is kind of on point.
Yeah, dude.
That is fun. He did live a lot longer.
He did, yeah. He was around until, I want to say 2022. Oreo died in... Oh, shit. But no, if that's the case, he lived a lot longer. He might have been around till 2020 or 2021. Oreo died in 2017.
I feel like we were...
Maybe 18. Maybe 18.
I feel like he probably did pass away in 2022, because I was well out of college. And I graduated in 20...
Oh, you were out of college, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I was out of college for a while, because I remember, like, you know, like, I was there when Oreo died. When Tyrone died, I got a phone call.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I was definitely surveying, so it was definitely past 2022, or probably in 2022 or early 23, which is crazy. But that also makes sense, because right now that's 3 years ago, and that feels like he's probably been gone about 3 years. So, I feel like that adds up a little bit.
Yeah, I should have, like, a...
You should have a tattoo of his death date.
Yeah, somewhere. No, I should have like a close to a final picture somewhere on here. Let me scroll through Snapchat. Let me go to 2022 and see if I can still spot him anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, there's yeah, this right here is 2022, and you can barely see him because he just looks like a shadow. But yeah, that's 2022.
Yep.
And at that point, he was still plump, too.
Yeah.
Because before he died, like, he lost a lot of weight. I found this picture of Tony. I'm going to send this to you. I didn't know I had a picture of Tony, but this is probably my one picture of Tony that I have.
I like that you have a picture of him. Tony the Baller. Look at that. Yeah, nice glass. Wow, that dates it, too, that couch. I've had so many couches since then.
Tyrone made it to 2023.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense, honestly.
2023 because that's when I have my first picture of Onyx, and I know Mom got him like 6 months after Tyrone was gone.
Holy shit, that's a scary photo. Now that I'm in Snapchat, I'm just sending this to you. Look at how scary and tiny my daughter looks. Oh my god! Well, that's a scary tiny baby right there.
That is, dude.
Bro, her head literally was like, her head fit easily within my palm, and now she's a big girl. So crazy. Oh, that's cool. Love Snapchat memories. Love just regular memories. That's funny. Chuck Mulligans.
Snapchat adding the memories thing was a very good addition. That like
I don't hate that
it,
they did that. I'm not mad about it.
Because you just like I'm scrolling like you know what I mean. I'll get on my thing and I'm like, oh, let's see what happened however many years ago today.
Yep.
And the longer it's around, you know, the more cool shit that piles up in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. I gotta get this. This reminds me. Too many unbuilt Legos that's just sitting. So last week, I think I talked about it. You know, I'm the Lego king when it comes to clearance. I got the Avengers, Helicarrier, Lego, and I said that I got it on clearance. Well, I didn't say I actually did. You can see it there, $26. I got it on clearance for $26. I went back 3 days later, and every single one of them was on clearance for $52. So. One, I'm the king because I get there at the right times, but also Walmart, why are you screwing other people out of getting Lego deals? That's very disrespectful to increase clearance price once you start selling some of them. That's douchey, and that should honestly be illegal. There's a reason they're on clearance. After a certain date, they just out. So, but everybody pay attention at your local Walmarts. I'm trying to shout everybody out. I got a good stack going, and I'm continuing to build them up. Legos forever, baby. Stay child. Childlike, I guess. But yeah, stay child. Ah! That's like why. It's stay child. That's so stupid.
It's like drink responsibly.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, that's something missing there. Oh,
or no, it wasn't drink responsible. It was have responsible. That's what it was.
Yeah. I never did get our second year stickers made. That's okay. I have to keep going. We'll mix the second and third. Getting closer and closer. Next week I should have some good news on a side project. Some real good news. Not just progressional good news. What else? Logan Paul's a retard for thinking that he can fight NFL players and then getting told that he can't.
You know what's funny? I saw that, and I don't believe that he ever got told that he can't.
I don't think he did either.
I think he made that shit up because, like, how convenient that it happened when he was live streaming or whatever he was doing.
And
that's when he got his call from the WWE that he can't fight. Okay, like you work there, bro. They're just gonna tell you that at work. Yeah. They're not gonna like. And I watched the show. He's there regularly. They're just gonna tell you when you show up. They're not gonna call you and be like, "Hey, by the way."
Yeah, Triple H. That's a conversation he'll have in person. He'll be like, "You ain't doing that shit." Like
probably
that,
told him
that
like immediately.
Happen.
Like if he was gonna do it, like I can see them not letting him do that. But that phone call that he got was that no.
That wasn't it.
That was not them calling and telling him that. Like I would believe it if they said, "Hey, no chance."
Yep. I was all for him being an idiot and showboating and trying to get views or whatever, while he was trying to challenge people that I still think would knock his rocker like Le'Veon Bell. But whenever the retard started going against Myles Garrett, that just shows you are truly only after views, because that man would eat you and spit you out. Doesn't matter about anything. Especially that you add on to the fact that he's actually all of his physical capabilities, plus if he knew he was going to get paid a lot of money to fight you, imagine the training that he would put himself through. He's on the Cleveland Browns. He has dedication, bro. He's okay with going through some shit for success. Like, he has personal success on his mind. So once he started saying that he would take out Myles Garrett, I was like, okay, I'm over your showboating, because it's beyond any possible thing. Because I knew there was no way that he would do that. There's no way nobody would actually let him, though. Let's say he wanted to some reason. The WWE certainly wouldn't, because at this point you're $1 million talent, kid. I have to protect my asset. I don't care how arrogant and stupid you are. Like. say what you want. Playing a flag football game against them is one thing. Going up and physically trying to get into an altercation, and you're not even the fighter. Your brother's the fighter now. Like, and I'm not taking anything away from Logan because he is a freaking athlete. He's cool in terms of what he can do. But also, you're not NFL level anything. Like, your endurance maybe, but that's about it. That you just pick on the right people too. Call out a kicker. Call out somebody that you know you can lay waste to, bro. Don't go. He went from 0 to 100 literally real quick, and it was.
Yeah.
It was just unfair. That's when WWE was like, okay, yeah, we can't let this happen anymore. He put his foot in his mouth. I was okay with Le'Veon Bell. That guy, you maybe could have got lucky. Would have definitely drawn more views towards us for a couple weeks, but you not being here will hurt us completely.
Yeah.
And it would. He's an awesome. Right. No, but he's a great person for WWE. I have to give him his props. Fantastic WWE performer, athlete, and star. I don't like him in any sense. I hate his brand. I hate kind of who he is and the douchiness of it all, but that's perfect for WWE. And I also see the amount of people that he has drawn to the sport. Now, though I'm not super into it anymore, I'm glad that it's not dying. Because it's more of an appreciation for what he's doing for the sport than for the guy himself.
Yeah, like he definitely found his lane, and he needs to stay in it. Which I've given him credit for finding his lane and staying in it before, but then he started calling out NFL players. I'm like, all right,
little arrogance.
Yeah, you're gonna get yourself hurt, dude.
Well, and you know it's fun. That's really what it seems is. That's the frustrating part is. It's not like he's a nobody in the WWE that needs the attention or anything. Like you're there. You can't get bigger, bro. You can't. You're the type of person that you are already. So
yeah,
it's just. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, he's not smart. I mean, shit, he knows how to make some money and get some people to talk about him, but that's about all he's got going for him.
But again, I mean, with him being just a YouTube personnel, that maybe that's his whole thing. I mean, we're talking about him here, but it's more like advice of don't ruin what you have because it is rare and it's also very feeble. It can be taken away very easily, and one injury will do that. So.
Yep.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. What else? Maybe I'll look through my photos, see what else I got. I want to shout out when I'm in PA. Dude, literally right across the street from PPG Arena. Everybody go there because they got every type of food you can imagine. Pizza Bosa's. Fantastic freaking pizza spot. Me and Faith I couldn't taste it. She said it was one of the best pizzas ever, though. And just the feel of the crust and taste of the crispiness of the pepperoni, it seemed like it was delicious. But delicious pizza. Worth shouting out, and everybody should go check them out because that's awesome.
What was it called?
Pizza Bosa. Right across the street from the lower entrance of PPG. We walked right by it on the way to the concert, and I was like, we're stopping there on the way out. And luckily, we got there before the rest of the rush did, so it took maybe 10 minutes for them to get us our pizza out, which was crazy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. So fantastic. I'm going to send you this, and while it's sending, I'll shout out a few more people. Shout out WVU women's basketball for taking home their second Big 12 title, and I didn't know this, but this is like the third year in a row that we have had the Big 12 Player of the Year on the WVU women's basketball team.
Really?
Yeah, we are. The women's basketball does not get enough love. Very crazy. I don't know how true this is, but I put it down, and I didn't look into it on purpose because I don't want it to not be true. DJ Khaled's original rap name was Arab Attack, and then after 9/11, apparently he changed it. And
yeah, I see why.
yeah, so I'm just curious. Is that real? Is that not?
Let's see if I can find anything to support this here. That's a bonkers name. Years active 1998 through present, so that lines up.
Says he was on the rap group Terror Squad.
Wow, yeah, he had to change a whole bunch of things. um,
It meant attack with music. That's what he was meaning.
I am seeing that same thing. Yeah, COD has used many monikers, including Arab Attack, Big Dog Pitbull, and Terror Squadian.
What a retard. Big Dog
During his
Pitbull.
time with the hip hop group Terror Squad. He also called himself Beat Novocaine. Yeah, and this says right here, Khaled explained that Arab Attack meant attack with music. He stopped using it after September 11th attacks to avoid appearing insensitive. Well, I thought that guy was a complete dipshit, but smart move.
Genius.
Smart move. Your career would have died. You also
Genius.
might have. So.
If it were up to me, your career would have died because I'll tell you what, you're a damn good producer, but I also only put that to people wanting to be attached to your name. I don't put that to his talent itself. And from your own songs, you have proven that you are not talented. And that's coming from somebody that is not talented in music. So I recognize game.
Terror Attack.
But I'm not gonna lie though, for a little bit, that would have been a hard name. Like both the group and his own name. So
yeah, I'll give him that, dude. Yeah, Terror Attack is a solid.
That's a solid group name, bro. Like that would have been hard to go in. Who you seeing that, bro? We're going down to the club and seeing Terror Attack, bro. You don't even understand. They're so underground. They got an Arab attacking people on stage, and then you just hear DJ
That's
Khaled.
what he was. He was the Arab Attack.
He was the Arab Attack, yeah.
And he was in the Terror Squad.
They seen the Terror Squad, Arab Attack, and you just see him out there, and he just in Jordan saying, "One more time," and then I hate him. He's annoying. I don't actually hate him. But either way, I'm glad that's real. I'm glad that I had saved that because that's just funny. What did I send you, Wyatt? Now we can talk about what I sent you. Oh
Yes.
Weeper Valley Speedway is another AI channel that I may have put on here, but they're pretty funny. They just do dirt stuff. But I thought this was hilarious, Wyatt. I thought you would really enjoy this. Wyatt can throw it up on screen so everybody can see, but you got Bushman there. First of all, that actually is a cool mascot costume. Like, a good put-together one. But race day comes to the pits to see the Bushmen here all day, giving out Bush-Light poopsicles to the kiddos. They can get their pitcher their pitcher took with him for only $10. Plus, he will be selling beers to the ground-ups.
It was the grown-ups. That's what
the grown-ups. So
I pictured Ricky saying that.
I should have gotten in Ricky, and then I wouldn't have messed up a word. But I was trying to like really pronunciate what he was doing there. I just find that funny, and though I'm not a fan of AI pictures, these pages are doing it right. Keep doing it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's gonna be done, so keep doing it yourselves.
The grown-ups.
Shouted them out. You just got one kid with a Bush Light popsicle smiling hard. Oh.
Poopsicles.
Dude, did you see it was headline, I had to look it up because I was curious what was going on. Did you see that the NBA canceled the Hawks Magic City night?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, why would they do that? That's so dumb. No, it's not. The Atlanta Hawks went into a partnership with a strip club.
Yeah. They did.
And people were giving
They
at
sure did.
they were giving Adam Silver shit, and I was like, no, this is good commissioner work. Good for you. Good for being respectful to the people and understanding the importance to the city, apparently, but also your obligation is not to a bunch of strippers and adults. It is to all of the fans watching. That just I was blown away that people were mad about that.
Yeah.
That's I don't understand it. Stupid. Stupid.
There were a couple NBA players that were like, "Hey, are we sure about this?" Like, if you got your athletes that are saying like no, then yeah, that's probably a good call.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just I didn't know they were, but I'm glad that there were people of senses there. Stop playing into the terrible aspects of a city. Like, build your city up for some positive aspects, not strip clubs.
Yeah, and if your strip clubs are popping off, then that's cool. But like,
if that's the only thing that you can make a partnership with, then your city's failing.
do you think?
Imagine the bobbleheads. Magic City Night bobbleheads. There's some big monster cans on there. Holy cow.
Do you think at any point in time that James Harden, like whenever he was requesting these trades, you think he just keeps requesting trades so he can go to Atlanta? You think he just wants to hopefully someday end up in Atlanta?
Man, closer to my home, baby. I didn't know you were from Atlanta. Magic City.
Yeah, I'm not. I just frequent Magic City.
I'm there so much, I got a temporary residency. I pay for the suite up top.
Big Magic City guy, James Harden is.
Which I guess he has the money for it. I can't fault him. It's more the people that spend their everyday paychecks there and then can't afford their actual bills that I'm going to fault. Oh, let's complain some more. Wyatt, I'm going to send you something to complain about because I just think it's stupid as a marketing as a designer. So I was on Instagram earlier. I follow shoe and clothing brands because I like that stuff. I'm gay. People know that. So there's this Nike shirt. There's this Nike shirt here, and if you read the caption, I even have it highlighted. It says Adidas and Reebok logos almost made it onto the Nike t-shirt. Terrible, terrible caption. Absolutely stupid. Any designer will tell you, first of all, those logos are on there, and there's just an orange square over them. And number two, they did not almost make it on there. Like, that was obviously part of the design. Why not just talk about, look at this dope design about why Michael Jordan chose us over other people, or Nike over other teams. To say it that way is just really sad and pathetic and stupid. And when I see stupid things, I want to talk about them. So, ta-da.
Yeah, I think the caption's dumber than the shirt idea because
No.
yeah, you're right. They didn't almost make it on. They were put there by design.
Yep.
Now, is the design smart? No, probably not. But it's also like it
It's
wasn't
not.
a mistake. It wasn't
Yeah.
a mistake. It was
Well-
put there on purpose.
Well, if you look at it, the design is awesome because it's saying Nike equals all of these wins, and it's talking about the specific like wins that were important to Jordan's teams. So like design wise, it's a smart design. I actually understand it. I think it's cool because it's like if Jordan didn't choose Nike, would he have had all of these accomplishments? Would these things have been important? Oh,
Yeah.
they're the release of his shoes. The release
Yeah,
of certain
that's
shoes.
what it is.
They're the
Yeah,
release
those-
of certain
those dates-
shoes.
Some of those dates are a bit too recent, but yeah, it's
Yeah. So like the t-shirt almost makes sense, but the caption makes it seem the complete opposite. It's like but it's really funny. I didn't put two and two together until I stared at it for a minute and I was like, that's equaling.
oh, this isn't Jordan. This is LeBron.
Oh, is this the LeBron? Okay, see, I don't have the other one. So that makes even oh yeah, it says LeBron right
That's
there.
what it says down at the bottom. Yeah.
Which makes even more sense whenever you look at him.
Yep.
Okay, so those are probably important. I know those very well could be shoes, though. Honestly, those could be debut shoes because that man was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he doesn't have
Well,
36.
one is his NBA debut.
Yeah, no, those are important games. Those are the important games.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have that many shoes out yet in terms of numbered shoes. So yeah, see, I don't understand it. I understand enough to know that this caption's fucking wrong. Like, it's just stupid. So that's why I highlighted it. Sorry.
That is true.
I just... I'm pretty sure the description of the podcast is a little bit of nothing, or a little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing. Weekly conversations between two friends. So that's exactly what that was. A little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing. Just conversations between me. It was what we describe it as.
Make sure I save these. The Bushman. That's great.
Dude, that's a good mascot. Like, that's a dang good mascot.
Yeah, I wish that was real. I wish it wasn't AI generated and it was real, because I'd shake that guy's hand and probably buy a Bush Light off it.
Okay, I'm looking at my photos. Just falling back to the very beginning. The second band that played at the concert was I Prevail. Heavy metal band, I Prevail.
I don't know if I've heard of him. I don't think I have.
I'm just gonna send you a picture from the concert though, so that you can like see. It was really cool, dude. They freaking 3 Days Grace even did a 4 or 5 song stint where they did an acoustic. They just did their acoustic songs, their like soft melody songs.
Yeah.
Great change of pace, dude. Like they literally had a campfire brought out in the center, and they all just sat around and sung. It was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was just awesome, man. Everybody was having a great time. It was cool unity thing. There was like 11,000 people there. It was cool.
Do you have any other material on the day, or would you like to spin some wheels?
We could spin some wheels. I don't not off the top of my head anyways. Not that I can think of.
Yeah, we'll spin a couple of wheels, and then we'll wrap her up so I can get dinner started, so I don't get beaten whenever my girlfriend gets home.
Yeah.
That's a joke. I won't get beaten. Nobody call anybody on her, please. She's not gonna do that. But she's not gonna be happy because I told her I'd do it.
You can go ahead and call them. It'll just be about 4 days late, so it's not gonna help.
Yeah, that is also true.
Okay, we're going to spin again because this one just says artificial intelligence, which means my question got split into 2 for some reason, and that's frustrating. So,
nice. We should just ask AI a question and see what it says. Just like.
Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea. Do you have AI? Yeah, do that. I'm going to go to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get on Safari. I used to have ChatGPT, but then my coworker Joey and me freaked each other out so much I deleted it.
Should I ask it a specific question, or should I just be like, hey, pretend I asked you a question and give me an answer?
Tell it that you're on a podcast right now doing a random question and need it to give us a question. Have it be a little specific. Joey told me that if you're more specific, it does better.
I thought about asking it if it wanted to fight any fictional characters.
That's a good one just to throw in there because that's a pickup on it. Also, I have answers while Wyatt's doing this. A couple podcasts ago, we had one where it was if you could tame any wild animal and domesticate it, which one would it do? I asked my coworkers, and they have chosen a 3-toed sloth, and there was some sort of bird. But either way, they had really good answers. No, they changed it. It was 3-toed sloth and prairie dog. So very interesting. Very good.
I've got an incredible answer here, so I'll read it to you. I just said, if you could fight any fictional character, who would they be and why? And it said, if I had to fight a fictional... Jesus Christ. If I had to pick a fictional character to fight, I would choose Scooby-Doo.
Ask it why.
I already did. That was part of the question. I said, if you could fight any fictional character, who would they be and why? And then it said, why? Good odds of survival. Scooby isn't really a fighter. Most of the time he's running away from danger, so the fight would probably turn into a goofy chase scene instead. Another reason, low risk. Compared to someone like Batman or Goku, I wouldn't immediately get destroyed. I'll say right there, they are both going to kick most people's asses. Goku is going to kick anybody's ass a lot faster.
Yeah, instantly.
Than Batman. Well, literally instantly. Yeah, he's just going to punch you. That's all
Yeah.
he's going to do. And then the last reason is it'd be hilarious. I imagine the fight turning into us both slipping on banana peels, hiding behind doors, and ending with Scooby bribing me with Scooby snacks. That's not how that works. Scooby's not giving you Scooby snacks.
No, he's getting them. You're bribing him and getting him by bribing. But that's not a bad answer.
It gave me another answer to a question I didn't ask. It said if we flip the question, though, who I absolutely would not fight, it would be someone like Superman, because that fight would last about 0.3 seconds. Out of curiosity, would you pick someone you could really... And now it's asking me questions.
Damn.
I already answered. I think about telling her, like, yeah, I'd fuck that Lucky Charms guy up. I saw a guy dressed like the Lucky Charms guy at the bar crawl, and I thought, oh...
Yeah.
He was a lot bigger than me, though. He was not Lucky Charms guy size.
Speaking of, next week is our St. Patrick's Day. Wear some green on the podcast. I need to try to get something green to wear. But it's our St. Patrick's Day podcast, so we'll do Happy St. Patrick's Day podcast.
That's true. I do have a green shirt that I got for the bar crawl.
There we go. See?
Some guy at the bar crawl had a shirt that said, "Kiss me, I'm a cock." And I don't think the brewery knew it, but they posted a picture of him in that shirt on the thing. You can just see him in the background, and you can see just big, bold cock written across his shirt.
That's awful. Yeah, they definitely did not know. Or they're a cool bar. Could be one or the other. That's funny.
I think they didn't know, because it's not really a bar, it's a brewery. Like, you can go in there and eat, like, you can bring kids in there and get food and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And the beer they sell is not like bar beer. It's like their beer.
Okay.
They're like a beer version of the winery that we went to.
Okay. I got you.
So they don't sell cigars.
Oh, I can't wait to get back to that place one day. That'll be cool.
That place was sick. I love that
was
place.
dope. Did it give you a question to the Banter Wheel? For the Banter Wheel?
Oh.
Ask it one. Ask it a good one.
Do you want me to tell it to ask me a question?
Yeah, tell it to give us a question to ask each other. I like that. I like that idea.
Okay.
And while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and send you this because it'll say the prompt.
This is actually a solid question. It sounds like a question that I would have thought of. If you could permanently add one fictional location to the real world for people to visit, what would it be and why?
Very nice.
It gives some examples, such as Hogwarts from Harry Potter, Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob, and Jurassic Park from Jurassic Park. It does have it listed like that.
I wish it wouldn't have given examples because it actually had two of the ones that first popped in my head on there. Fictional places are really hard, but realistically, I've got two answers. So my first answer right out of the gate is Hogwarts and it's not Hogwarts, it's the Wizard realm. Like, I want the entire realm to be,
whole thing,
not a fucking school that I can't attend because I'm a Muggle. That's stupid. I don't care about that. But that, like a real answer for humanity and just also, I guess, personal interest would probably be Wakanda, because the technological advances and what that could mean for like world health. Plus, I feel like they'd be like a legit world leader and show us an example of true, I guess, just civility through humanity or within humanity. Like, everybody's like, all right, what's with all this continent horseshit? Let's all just be people and try to share our health and medicine and knowledge and wealth, and you know what I mean? So probably Wakanda, because I think Wakanda's just dope and they always have the coolest things.
I have two as well. One of them is Dimsdale from Fairly Odd Parents, just so I could go to the Dimmadome.
Dimmadome?
Yeah, so I could go to the Dimsdale Dimmadome that's owned by Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I'm not gonna lie, I would love to have a ticket stub from that. That would be pretty freaking sweet. That's a good one. That's a good
My
one.
other one. My other one would be now. Do we get the fictional place and the things in it, like the creatures that are in it?
I hope so, because I don't want Hogwarts without all that without all the
Yeah, or else
attributes to
yeah,
it.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I would also want the like any of the regions from Pokemon. Since I'm old school, I'll go with the Kanto region, the very first one from Pokemon.
I that is good. That is good.
For just so I could have the Pokemon. Yeah,
Yeah.
when Pokemon are real, they'd be dangerous.
Yeah, that'd be terribly like
Yeah, you wouldn't
they're
you
powerful
wouldn't be able to catch
dinosaurs.
them. Yeah,
No.
you wouldn't be able to catch them and fight them. It would be highly illegal and dangerous as shit. They wouldn't be very much of anybody's friends.
Imagine the cost of a Pokeball. Something that could catch them. That'd be so unattainable to the average person. Crime would be crazy because we'd be stealing them from rich people.
That's true.
That'd be awful. Elon Musk
Yeah.
would have to make a really affordable one. Then he just
He would, yeah,
that's all it is. We pay him a monthly fee for it.
probably.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
that's good. That's a really good one, dude. Because that's also fun. Like mine's out of interest. The Harry Potter one's fun, but that one's actually fun. That one's cool. Because my issue is I was going comics, and then I was just going to all my interests, but all the comics are based on real cities. All like Power Rangers are in real cities, in real places. So it's like creatively, fictionally for me, I guess the coolest place would be Chalk Zone, a place that I could just draw and create things
That
myself.
would be sick.
That would be dope. Like hop in and out, especially as like us who can't be erased over there. That would be awesome. A terrible one would be like the Phantom Zone from Danny Phantom. That would be awful. Holy cow.
Yeah, that would be shitty.
That would be terrible.
Danny Phantom was such a good cartoon.
I love Danny Phantom. Next week I didn't create it, but I have a bracket I'll send to you that we can talk about. A Disney television cartoon bracket, and it's actually it's solid as crap. So we can get into that there next week. That'll be a fun one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But those are good. Those are good. Do you want to do one more spin?
Yeah, let's do one more. Yeah, the AI took over that one. That was yeah. Sorry for all that water we just burnt.
That's okay. That worked out. That was a good question. That was a good question. I feel like most people don't think that long when they see AI stuff, but we do. It just changed on me. I'm redoing it because I had to take that one out. It just said, "Is capitalism broken?" And I can talk about that forever, but I don't want to. We already talked about that. Who was our first internet famous person? Holy shit. Okay, that's funny if I did this. This one's going to take about 3 seconds. We're going to do another. Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob Twilight series?
That's a good question. I never watched the Twilight movies. Which
Oh,
one
that's
was the
cool.
one that Which one was the one that we always said looked like you?
Jacob.
Yeah, I like that guy.
I also like that guy primarily because Edward was a diamond shiny vampire fuck. So,
Yeah, vampires are creepy.
vampires are creepy. We don't like vampires. And,
Yeah, you do not look like him anymore. But whenever you were a kid, I think the argument could be made.
dude, I never saw it until last week when me and my coworkers, I was making fun of myself because I was talking about Facebook pictures that would just randomly pop up. And, my aunt started showing me some of them, and I was like, "Holy cow! I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it in high school."
And it was specifically because, like, whenever you were a kid, you looked like him when he was a kid.
Yep.
It wasn't that you looked like adult him. It was that you looked like Shark Boy.
Kid and teenage him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Which right now I can still see it to a point, but I keep my facial like hair enough to where it's like that just looks like Justin. Like
Yeah.
you can't even begin to try to make a resemblance because if people try to, you're like, I don't fucking see that at all. That doesn't work.
You have to try too hard too.
Yeah, and
You're gonna have to use like filters and shit.
just gonna have to get facial surgery. Yeah. Okay. Well, Team Jacob, congratulations. You've got 2 more fans. Our last and final banter wheel. What what is one thing that everybody pretends to like, but you don't really think they do?
One thing that people pretend to like, but you don't think they really do?
Yes, sir.
Damn, dude. That's a really good question. Um, Shit. Do you have one off the top of your head? You can go first. I don't. I have to think of one.
I actually don't right now. I don't right off of the top of my head, but we can just cut out our time thinking. Insert freaking Jeopardy timer.
The big one, and this is like a really broad spectrum, but the big one is just a lot of internet trends. Like a lot of shit that people think is funny that like isn't actually funny, but people want to fit in, so they jump along with it too. Now, some internet trends are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's usually the ones that don't die in a day. Like the other day, I saw one that was great that I wish would have caught on a lot more, and I don't know why I thought it was so funny, but it was. And it was just this GIF of this human-shaped pigeon. It was definitely an AI something or another because it looked too good to be a costume. But it was a GIF of this human-shaped pigeon in a doctor's lab coat with a stethoscope on him. He's like just walking down a hallway. It looked like whenever people do the shit. I can just send you the thing actually. I have it saved on my phone, but I thought it was like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And I saw it everywhere on Twitter for a day. That was it. I didn't see it anymore. And I thought it was going to be like, and it didn't matter what like the caption was to it. It was always funny. A lot of the captions were like, a lot of the captions were like taking a shit related. It was like me going to the bathroom 15 minutes after punching in, or me going to the bathroom right after punching in for my lunch break, but there were some like really funny ones. But it's just this pigeon doctor just walking down the hall, and it cracked me the hell up.
Yeah.
And it died in a
And
day.
it's good. Dude, I'm just rewatching it and rewatching it.
Yeah,
It's a good.
It was so funny.
He's in T-Mobile Arena. That's T-Mobile Arena. Got a dude dressed as George Washington beside him, or Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find any of the ones that I liked to.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find any of the ones that I liked to read some of the captions to them. Yeah, that one dentist who doesn't recommend the toothpaste. That was one of them. How Pigeon Doctor was moving during Pigeon Doctor Day. One of them was so funny because it was like, it said, me if I was a pigeon dressed as a doctor.
Oh.
It's, let's see. One of them just says the internet is so funny because this shit comes out of nowhere and nobody knows what it is, what it means, but at the same time, nobody knows what it means, but at the same time, we all know what it means.
We're all on it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, here's the one. It said, walking through a long underground hallway dressed as a doctor, except I'm a pigeon.
Where'd you find that? It was just on the thing?
Dude,
It was
I
just
just
on?
woke up. I woke up and it was all over Twitter. Like, I just scrolled and you couldn't get through like 3 tweets without seeing one.
Okay, well, see, sometimes things are funny. That's good.
And it died just immediately. Like, I haven't seen him since Pigeon Doctor Day.
Well, that's the issue. Trends only last between 1 and 3 days, and then they're
Except for the most annoying ones. The most annoying ones stick around forever.
Mm-hmm. That's really dumb. That's a good one. I was thinking more like specific things. Like, I always remember when we were younger, at least for me, I always remember when I was younger, people would say, or it was assumed to me that people would always say that they liked wine, but a lot of adults don't like wine. They don't like to drink wine. So I was thinking more on that aspect of it, of like, or how a lot of people are like, oh, well, I love cooking, and then it's like, nobody likes cooking every day. You do not. Cooking every day actually is a big pain in the butt and a big hassle, because then you have to clean, but then you also have to prep. So it's like, there's a lot of little things that I think the average person's like, like going to the gym. Nobody likes going to the gym until you go to the gym, or nobody likes going on a walk unless you have a goal of.
One of those things that you're glad that you did it afterwards, but before you don't want to go.
Mm-hmm. But we always act like in conversations that it's some, it's almost the opposite. Which I do feel like, I guess now, I'm glad I preferenced whenever I was younger, because I guess now people are more open and like, dude, this sucks. I don't want to do this at all. Yeah. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be at work today. This blows. Whereas before, like, our parents were like, I don't want to be at work any day, but it's better than being at home with that shithead kids. And then again, I do want to be here.
Yeah, I can't think of very many good examples, but I know my answer would definitely be 90% of internet trends. Most of them are stupid, not funny, and every once in a while you'll find a gym. The gym will be the shortest lived, and then the ones that are the most annoying and that nobody understands will die, or will not die for months.
I like that, though. That honestly makes sense. Yours is better than mine. I wish I would have known what I was thinking of when Did I write that one? I feel like I wrote that one.
I think so, because I don't remember writing that one.
I wish I would have remembered what it was that I was wanting out of it.
I'm sure. You know what's funny is I'm sure I'll think of something as soon as I get done on this. As soon as we close up shop, I'll be like, oh, shit.
If you do, just add it in as like a side note, but then also text it to me because I'll be curious. Just editing these down. That's so funny.
I'm gonna edit this part out, but that would have been phenomenal.
Oh gosh, that was good.
I'll have to remember to cut that one, but yeah, that'd have been funny as shit.
That was good. Oh, everybody, you missed out on a good one, but don't worry, because we know you're thinking it too. Oh my goodness, what a good episode. Episode 63. We're wrapping this up good. Wyatt, you get to make some dinner. I'm going to go make some dinner, eat some dinner. We're going to have a good week, people, and we hope you do too. Enjoy your weekends. We'll be back for episode 64 and the St. Patrick's Day special, which may or may not be slightly unhinged. Who knows? Depends on how much we celebrate.
Yeah,
but
that is true. I'll plan to celebrate a good bit, and I'll make sure I can use this bad boy.
Yeah, White will break it open, give it a good review, and
we'll give it a good review. And
once again,
the review points are going to go up the more beers it opens.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that at all. Well, Zen, remember, you could be a sponsor of us, and if not, I'm going to continue to ask questions. Well, that's about it. Thanks for sending Wyatt free stuff, because that's pretty cool. Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you later.
And go fuck yourself, San Diego.